My viewers often ask me to recommend books for children to read, and now I found the perfect book to recommend. It's called The Talking Book, and it's written by Jane De Suza. And what an amazing coincidence! Here she is. Hello, Jane. Welcome to my show.
Thank you, English Nut, for inviting me over. I'm delighted to be here. I enjoy your videos very much.
Thank you very much. So let's start with the questions. English is, of course, just one of the many languages in the world. There are so many peoples across the world with their own languages. But my question is that can words in certain languages be unique and culture specific? Or does every word in a particular language have equivalence in every other language?
No, definitely not. That's what makes it so exciting. There are 7,000 recorded languages in the world, you know that. And there are words. So there is a whole section in the book on non-translatable words. Okay. I'll tell you my favorites. There is age-otori, because these are things that I have. Age-otori is a Japanese word for a haircut that looks worse after you've had it. So absolutely nothing about you and your haircut is skewing this off.
Yeah, I know my hair is kind of sticking up because I've just cut it. It's not settled down
Yes,
yet. So
yes.
you're making
So
rude remarks about my haircut in Japanese.
yes.
That's okay.
Yeah, age-otori. The other Korean word called gilchi, again about me, is someone who always gets lost. Now, which other language would have something like that? Then in India, we have jugaad. For example, we have in Goa, where I'm from, we have susegad, which is untranslatable because it's this attitude you have of just chilling out, and it is an attitude. You cannot develop it, you cannot, I cannot translate it. So
Right,
Japanese has some lovely ones. There's wabi-sabi, which you've covered, I think, the art of loving imperfection. So a
right.
story in here. Um, there's this Korean lady who goes to the doctor. It's not a joke, okay? Though jokes often start this way. She goes to the doctor. She says she has a stomach pain, and the doctor, presses her stomach and said, "You're fine." And she says, "No, doc, stomach pain." He does scans, he does blood tests, and he said, "You're fine." So she said, "You foreign doctors don't know anything. I have the hwa-byung, which translates in Korean to fire energy. So the belief there is that if you hold your fire or your anger or resentment in, you get the stomachache. So then I went researching, and there's a section on stomachaches and how they're non-translatable everywhere in the world. In France, for example, you have a crise-de-foie, which is from eating goose liver or goose or duck liver. So there are these words. Eskimos have hundreds of words for snow, which no other country in the world would need, right? So there's snow that sticks to your sleigh, snow that sticks to your roof, but not your sleigh, snow that you can't go out in because it's full of holes. And there are there is a word in a language because it's needed in that language. Like I'm in Singapore, and in this heat on the equator, there's no need for many words for snow. Not even one.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's that's super interesting. Yeah, I mean, I can
You
think
have
of
you have some of you've covered these too, haven't you? You've got
I I don't know if I've covered words which are unique to. I mean, I have covered words like wabi-sabi, but
yes.
not specifically because they are. I mean, yeah, I guess now that you mention it, that they were unique words from certain languages. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I think this is inspiring me to think of more episodes where I find words like this from different languages
Please
and
do.
cover.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
watching.
So coming to English, which is the language that both of us uh, you write in and I make videos and other posts in. Who made up the words in the English language? Are there certain individuals we can attribute many of the English words to? I mean, are there certain individuals who made up a lot of the words in this language?
Yes, the usual suspects, the famous authors. So Shakespeare, for example, is credited with 1700, 16 or 1700 words, though highly contended because he used to use verbs as nouns. So is that a new word? And then each, how language is, right? Everything there has many claims and many controversies. So who exactly? But yeah, so Shakespeare's there. There's a story around Milton, who's Paradise Lost
Right.
epic. So Milton's had wanted a word to create a word for the capital of Satan, Satan's capital, the netherworld, and he got Pan, which is all, and demon, where they were demons. So demon has now become pandemonium, which means all hell breaks loose. So yeah, there are
Right.
many. There are many who tried and did not succeed, like my favorite children's author, Dr. Seuss, who has such lovely words, but then, none of them got into the dictionary. Yeah. So,
Well, there's still time. I mean, people read his books
yeah,
all the time. So, you never know. It can eventually, some of these words can get into
I hope so.
dictionary.
Like, who would have
What are,
thunk? Thunk is his word, but nobody uses it.
that's a nice word. I think I'll try using it.
Yes,
Yeah,
English
yeah,
nut will come. Please do.
yeah. Let's wrap up now. I want to ask you any last thoughts, Jane, any message that you would have for our viewers?
Buy the book. Subscribe, follow this channel. No, but yeah. What I'd like to say is stay curious. Stay curious. Don't give in to complacency. Stay curious, challenge the status quo, ask questions about what's beyond, and talk more, read more. I think we need more communication. Thank you, Pat.
Absolutely, absolutely. So once again, this is Jane's wonderful book. I recommend it not just to children, but to adults who are interested in finding out how languages came to be, how human communication evolved over the centuries. So yeah, get this book.
I'm the English Nut. Bye for now.
I'm the English Nut. Bye for now.